to Cleveland Business Live, episode 9. Today we have Arek Helcberger on, and I'm so excited. Welcome, Arek.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, Lee.
Absolutely. So Arek is, first of all, I know Arek because he is a past client of our team, and you also refer to us, your friends and your family. So you've supported our business big time over the years, which I'm so grateful for. And I'm so excited for the opportunity to support you and your business, which is Wedding in Ohio, DJ services. And not only do you do weddings, you do all different events, right? So you do like marathons, indoor, outdoor events, and fashion shows and all that good stuff. So I just wanted to have you on just to, learn about how you've been affected through all of this and what your plans are for the rest of the year and all that good stuff. So first off, just tell us about your story and how you got started and how long you've been doing this and all that good stuff.
Sure, thanks. Well, I've always loved music, and ever since being a kid, my brother played the piano, always hearing him. I took piano lessons at age of 6 and did that till I was 15, 16 years old. And I've always loved to discover new music. It was always like a passion of mine. And just throughout the years, I was always the first one to create playlists for people for their parties or other events they had going on. And I got a big joy out of doing that. So I always focused on that and people's tastes of music and things like that. And then fast forward to 2005, I was getting married. And it was the first time I met with a DJ to go over the plans of our wedding and going over your songs for your introductions, for your first dances and all that. And we had a good time doing that process. And come our wedding day, it was you're nervous and all that, and you want it to be good and a lot of pressure for that. And he did a great job. Our DJ did a fantastic job, had the dance floor packed. And one thing that I felt like we were doing was requesting a lot of songs that we really enjoyed and putting our mark onto the wedding. So from that, I started thinking, I was like, well, we could have probably done that prior to showing up for the day. And they got my mind kind of going on that idea of like, well, maybe there's something that I could maybe pull off as well and maybe give it a try. So shortly after that, we went to another wedding. I saw a DJ that we've seen before, and the first time we saw him, he did a good job. But the second wedding we saw, it was like a repeat of the first wedding. It was the same songs from beginning to end. I was like, well, that's not unique to the couple. I mean, the couples that we went to the weddings for were polar opposites. So they have the same type of music and same kind of night relived. It's like, well, it's a little unfair, I think, to them. So shortly after that, I invested pretty much all our savings into buying equipment, and I said, you know what, I'm gonna go for it, and I'm gonna do it. So that was right at tail end of 2006.
Oh my goodness gracious! And so that's 2006. So that's 14 years already, right? That you've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And you said this year was like the start of your biggest ever. You had that wedding on New Year's Eve at Seoul. And booked, and then all of a sudden the brakes came on, which is crazy.
Right.
But you said your second half of your year is everybody's kind of just rescheduled for the second half of the year. But take us through. I mean, I think clients love that. It just love that personalized experience, no matter what it is that they're doing in this day and age. So take us through how you work with them. I mean, this is like one of the most important days of their life. So how do you,
Sure.
Or any event for that matter, how do you work with them?
Yeah, of course, we developed a meeting system we have. So we meet anywhere from 2 to 3 times face to face with the couple getting ready to get married. So really, we're an extension of the couple that we're working with. So there's a lot of pressure on all sides to really give a unique experience. So that first meeting that we get together, we want to get to know who we're meeting with and what their music tastes are, what they really enjoy, where do they like to go out to eat, really getting them to know them so we can start our process of really developing something that is unique to them. So at the end of the first meeting, we'll give them homework to work on, and they make music selections for their introductions, for their dances. and we put that on the couple to work on that. So I have a list of like a top 10 list for every single moment that, for your intros, for your dances, but
Okay.
we don't provide that right off the bat because we feel
Ah,
like that will put them in a box to, just select from that or that certain genre or something like that, because we want to see what they come up with first. So
okay.
unless they get stuck on a selection, then we'll provide some examples of good things we've seen in the past. But overall, we want to experience them. What do they like? And it gives us an idea of how that night is going to go and how to organically put it together where it feels different from any other wedding you've been to. You can tell it's unique just to them. And then on the third face-to-face meeting, we'll come with all the music that they selected. We'll take them through the entire night. So if we're doing their ceremony music, if we're doing, from beginning to end, everything, we play through the entire day so that when they show up, there are no surprises. We have the right versions of songs. We have, everything that they are expecting. They've already heard it and they've experienced it. And that, shows a little bit of relief on their end too, that, what, we're going to be good. Once we show up, Arek knows what he's doing. I do this with my brother Freddie, and he's excellent too, and a lot of experience. And we come prepared, ready to go, and give them a beautiful night.
Wow, that is like, I love that, because when people know what to expect, it does. It lessens the anxiety and the stress of what it's going to be like. And how many DJs do that? I mean, I don't think I've ever heard of that before, where you actually take them through the entire evening. And I love how you make them, come up with suggestions, and then that way, if they say, I love this song, but I'm not sure, then you could give them suggestions based on their genre or
Sure.
their song too. That
Yeah.
is so cool. I love that. I absolutely love that. And I know you want to give away a discount for people, the first 5 people who register or schedule their weddings
Yeah.
from today. Can you tell us about that?
Sure. So uplighting is very huge. It just adds a different element to your venue. So you can choose different light settings, and it just really livens up the room. So we're giving that away for free, and it's a huge thing for the entire room. And if you do not need uplighting or your venue currently offers that from there, then we'll just give you $300 off your entire wedding package.
That's awesome. Yes, I love it. All right. So I actually put your email in the comments so that people can just go to not your email, your website in the comments so people could go there. And also your number, if you want to give out your number.
Sure. It's 216-571-2820.
Okay, cool. And then I'll put that in the comments too. And then I just want to go through a couple fun rapid fire questions before we end today. So what would be one word you would use to describe this whole pandemic?
I would say sad.
Oh,
Specifically to our industry, and I've had a lot of tough conversations with couples and brides that, they worked so hard for months, if not over a year, to prepare for their happiest day, and they end up having to cancel or reschedule. So it's been a lot of tough conversations I've had in the past couple of weeks, and being understanding with that and trying to be as accommodating as possible to reschedule and to move things for that. So, like they said, we're all in this together.
yeah, for sure. Let's see, what is one thing that you have had time to do during this time that you normally don't have time to?
Just stuff around the house and preparing more as far as what we do, and really working on our craft, and doing more research, and whether it's equipment or what have you. So it's been a good thing. I don't have to worry about quarantine here, so I got some extra time myself.
Yes, we all do. We all do. So what would be the biggest piece of advice you could leave everybody with, or just like the biggest lesson you've learned in all this?
You know what? You have to find time to focus on yourself sometimes. And during this time, I think everybody should be taking advantage of that a little bit, and focus in on things that you wanted to do. And for our industry specifically, it's going to be fine. We're going to reschedule things. We're going to get things moving. We're going to have a great time. We've got so much energy just ready to let out to the world and get these parties going. So once we hit the scene again, it's going to be something.
Next time you come on, we're doing the lights and we're doing the music. Because I want to hear a sample.
I like the way you say. On board.
Thank you so much for coming on today, Arek. You're the best. And I will put all your information in the comments, and let Arek know if you need any DJ help, any music, all that good stuff. He's got you covered. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Have a good day, everybody.